Hello, everybody. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I'm Andy Signor, and it's time to change my mind. It is Tuesday night. The time usually shifts. I wasn't late today. I don't know what YouTube did. But thanks for those of you that have been waiting. So excited to do another one with Jody. Jody, are you there? Oh, you're muted.
I am here, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. It's so good to be here. Let's get it popping. That headline topic got me furious.
I know. I thought this is a good one. Yes. Now we're going to get to it. The way the show works, I got about 5 or so topics, a couple extras if we need it. And you guys can submit, join, support the show, the stream by suggesting what topics you want us to talk about. So we can just have fun, talk about the headlines, and Jody and I can argue is really all this is about. Usually the format is just me stating my opinions, and Jody attempts to change my mind. And sometimes he makes an opinion and I attempt to change his mind, and we just have fun nerding out. So if you guys got thoughts, send them along on the way in the chat. I'll keep keeping tabs. Thank you to all the members. I was showing the new Jody. The Jody head is in there. We got the baby Yoda sipping tea. We got a lot of fun new emojis. And we got Brandon Bobo. Bobo, thank you, man. From Jody's Corner. I've seen you over there. Thank you for coming over here, dropping that fire and that support. I really appreciate it. That's what keeps the streams going. Supporting Jody and I really, really appreciate it. All right, well, let's get to give them the content. Right, Jody? How you been? Did you have a good weekend?
Man, weekend's been fire, man. Shout out to your Monster Palooza, Mega Smash, Super Box Office Monkey Movie.
Monster Party. I got an exclusive, I think, dropping tomorrow. Next day, I talked to Edward Furlong, Mr. John Connor, and I got the scoop on Terminator Dark Fate. It's a great quote. At one point, he literally gives the line, "Dude, I would suck dick to be John Connor." It gets really funny. But anyway, stay tuned for that exclusive. But yeah, thank you for the.
Got one for him.
We got. It's a fun interview, and he talks about how involved and how happy he was with Dark Fate and stuff. So stay tuned. Be sure to subscribe if you're watching. Hit that subscribe button. But yeah, you had a good weekend yourself.
Yeah, weekend was good, man. You know, can't complain over here. I was holding it down on the West Coast when you was out there meeting all the nerds, man.
Yep, a lot of horror nerds, and it was fun. So all of you that were out there saying hello, there were several. Thank you for doing that. Let's get to the show, shall we? First up is a nerdy topic. This one, again, as they say, take it with a grain of salt, because who knows how true this is, because it's coming from Grace Randolph.
That's a huge grain of salt.
But it's a fun topic.
Salt.
It's a fun topic, to say the least. That's
powder.
why I made sure to at least caveat that. It's not only is it from Grace Randolph, but then We Got This Covered is calling out Grace Randolph. It's like double salt that we have to. But anyway, the point being, I don't care if it's true or not. I do not want this. She goes, "Yes, I can confirm rumors are true. WB would like Flash movie to feature Wonder Woman versus Aquaman to wipe out Justice League. But Gal Gadot and Jason Momoa would need to agree with Ezra Miller. I think it's a big ask. We'll see. Can we just forget about the JL movie?" And then she does a weird quote that's like, I don't even understand what she was trying to get out of it all. But yes, I just want to move forward, is what the bulk of her audience said, which I agree. We got to move forward. But where I don't want to go is, come on. Look, now let me caveat my argument here, because I know I got a lot of flack. I like Aquaman. I like Wonder Woman. I'd love to see them in a movie together. I do not want a versus movie. That is what you're going to have to change my mind on, because I want to see them. Yes, I know Atlanteans and Themyscira. Themysciras, the Amazonians. Like, they have history. I get it. I understand all that. They probably would be at war. But the last thing we need DC now is just like, well, these two characters work, so you know what? Let's put them and have them do a big fight in a movie. It just screams, again, of them being unprepped, unaware, and to suddenly just throw everybody back. Is Cyborg in it? And then Batman's just gone, even though he was the one who set the team up. It just screams mess. Let them be their own separate things, and if we have a clever way for them to cameo at some point, okay. But I think a versus Wonder Woman Aqua movie like Batman v Superman is a huge mistake and not what we should be doing with these characters. Jody, what do you think?
Leave it up to Grace Randolph to make non-news news. It's just, this is not even news. We already knew that a Flashpoint film was coming out. You know, that's all this is. She's trying to direct it towards a Wonder Woman and Aquaman thing. But we already had confirmed, like 2 months ago, Flashpoint was already being made. And that's what Wonder Woman and Aquaman are huge parts in Flashpoint. In the story of Flashpoint, it was a graphic novel written by Jeff Johns. It's a mini series, not a graphic novel, but a mini series. It was trade paperback, but it was about a alternate reality that had a different version of Aquaman going against a different evil version of Wonder Woman. That's what Flashpoint was about. I don't think that it means that this is why this is so annoying to me. This is stupid. It's not going to be that Wonder Woman. It's not going to be that Aquaman. It's going to be different versions of them, or it'll be a scenario depending on how they write the script. It'll be Flash running fast, alternating reality, and then we have different versions of Diana and Arthur, and those versions will clash, I believe, because that's what Flashpoint is about. This is not news, though, because we already knew. She's putting a bow on it and calling it Wonder Woman versus Aquaman. Ooh, I can confirm that that's what they're doing. Ezra Miller already confirmed it. The director of Flashpoint already confirmed that Flashpoint is coming out.
Yeah, but I mean, let's talk about the Wonder Woman Aquaman fight, because I agree. It's like, even if they did that, I'm sure it would just be a scene of, like you said, like Injustice, like another version of their characters fighting. And I guess it's different, but the way she's trying to hype it out, and then the way we got this covered, and now everyone's all these outlets just sort of jump on it because they're like, ooh, there's going to be an Aquaman versus Wonder Woman movie. So look, again, I did caveat that this is not news. It's a nerd topic. My point being, if Warner Brothers is considering it, you know what? Let's just do Aquaman v Wonder Woman. Do you think that's a good idea?
Heck no.
Okay, so we're on the same page.
No, we're not on the same page because it's Flashpoint is technically Aquaman versus Wonder Woman, but it's not that Diana that we've been following, that gal and that Arthur. It's going to be alternate version. They probably won't even look exactly the same. They'll be totally different realities. That's how it should be. And that's why Flash comes into point, because he zooms into the Speed Force to try to save his mother's life and then warps all of the reality to where a lot of things didn't happen. And there's a war between the Atlanteans and the Amazons, and Aquaman is an evil person, and Diana is an evil person. They murder, they kill. They're not their good parts of the canon DC. They're totally different. It's like in Superman 3, the dirty Superman. It's like that. You know how there was a doppelganger Superman that came out of That's what it's going to be. You have the real Superman and you have the dirty, mean, douchebag Superman. That's what it's going to be for both of them. It's not going to be the Diana and Arthur that we've been seeing in these movies.
Well, you keep speculating that. We don't know what it's going to be. DC could sure as heck be stupid and go this route.
That would be the most dumbest shit in cinematic history if they do that. And I refuse to believe that these people that make these movies are that freaking retarded. No freaking way. It's gonna be a Flashpoint movie. We already know it's Flashpoint. It's not Wonder Woman versus Aquaman, Andy. It's not, because it's Flashpoint. We already know that we got a release date for it. It comes out in a year and a half.
I don't know if I even buy it's coming, because they've changed it so many times. I mean, Robert Zemeckis was actually working on this for a long time, and then what's his the guy I forget his name already from Dope. They've had so many people attached to this movie for the longest time, and
it's official though. This is real. This is happening.
Look, I thought the other ones were too, but my point is, yes, it would make sense for them to go this route because it allows them to hit the reset button on the DCEU, right? And then it allows them to sort of decide, well, who do we want to keep? Who do we want to get rid of? Okay, we can sort of we can do anything we want now. And they even sort of alluded to that at the end of the Flash TV show, which could have been another justification for why all this happened. And they can make all that connect into Flashpoint if they want to, or they don't have to if they don't do anything. So I think that's why the Flash TV show cameo happened. Because they're like, well, they're doing Crisis on Infinite Earths, we're doing Flashpoint. There's no reason why they couldn't have crossed paths at a certain point. It doesn't matter. So look, I'm not disagreeing with you on Flashpoint, and I actually think the Flashpoint is a smart move to do it. I don't know if I'm for Ezra Miller as the Flash in that. I don't know if I want. I don't know if I need these characters to come intermingle again. Maybe that's the argument we need to have. Do we really need Jason Momoa and Gal Gadot and Ezra Miller and Ray Fisher? Even without Affleck? Who comes back then? Why even
for the greater good? It's for the greater good.
Yeah, but who? Superman. So do you keep everybody? Is Cavill back?
Yeah, I personally would bring Cavill back, but this is the perfect time to bring whatever the Superman of the future will be. He will be a result of Flashpoint.
It's a lot of prep, and then does that mean Robert Pattinson is going to come over? Because he's made it. Matt Reeves has said this is sort of his own standalone Batman.
Bullshit. It's not, because he also said it's part of the universe too. Because like he came out in the internet and said it's standalone. He said that on a Friday. The world blew up. And then he comes back Monday. Whoa, guys, I didn't mean like that. Of course it's part of the universe. That's why I don't like Matt Reeves. He's a freaking liar. But yes, that Batman is part of the universe. Batman will come out. He'll be younger. That's going to explain why Robert Pattinson is the new younger Batman. We'll get a cyborg or replace him with a Manhunter. Who knows? We'll get a Green Lantern out of this. And then we'll get the 7. We will get the official 7 leading up to the Justice League, the real version.
When do you think that's happening by?
The year 2026. I would say 2026. We'll have a new, improved, original
Justice League movie?
Justice League.
No way. No way that's happening. No way that's happening.
It's going to happen, bro. The comic book universe, and I love the MCU. I'm a huge MCU fan. I love the Avengers now. I love Captain America. I love Iron Man. I love the characters, bro. The comic book universe is not the same without the Justice League. Period.
Dude, you don't have to. I want it. I just don't buy that DC can do it by 6 years. Because it also depends on how those movies do, and there's still no one leading the charge.
Well, think about it. We already have established Aquaman. We have an established Wonder Woman. We have Flash. Only thing we need is a Green Lantern, a Batman, and a Superman.
Yeah, it's a big.
We can do that in 6 years.
I suppose. And then the whole attitude is like, well, Flashpoint is going to reset it all and bring them all together.
Yeah, it has to.
It's going to create the world that then suddenly these are the ones that are stuck. Yeah, it's interesting. It is legitimately the one thing that DC could do that I've been waiting for. Like, all right, I mean, you could bring Christian Bale in as Batman, right? You could do anything you wanted. Michael Keaton could come back as old Batman.
Yep.
There's like so many cool things you could do in Flashpoint that really, if someone... Like, I hate to always like, oh, they need Kevin Feige. No, they don't need Kevin Feige, but they just need someone who has vision, right? Who can come in and actually like pitch an idea for DC to like, all right, we get it. Here's what you do in movie 2, now movie 3, and we're going to build up to this, and that's the thing. I just don't. That's what I don't buy. I don't buy that
they have somebody in there now. They have a guy in there that's been doing a really good job since he came in, Walter Hamada. He's been heading the DC ship, and since his inception in there, I've noticed a lot of changes for the better. This guy, Walter Hamada, is the real deal. I'm definitely willing to get behind him. Jeff Johns is a comic book creator. They made him president of creative about 4 years ago, but that's a comic book writer who has no idea or no business in the business aspect of making films. The position was too big for him, and they demoted him. He was the wrong choice. But now this Walter Hamada guy, we could definitely get behind that. But I would love to really report some real news that's actually news here. Flashpoint is a big question mark. Yeah, I admit that. But I'm not so much concerned about what Ezra Miller is going to do, even though he's concerning with his weirdness. This writer of Flashpoint, do you know who the writer of Flashpoint is?
Of the one that they're saying is writing the new one?
Yeah.
I've heard several who are, I mean, Andrew Machado, the guy from It is the guy who's directing it. Who's writing it?
Christina Hudson. She wrote Birds of Prey.
Well, there's your news.
There's your news. Flashpoint at this moment, and I talked about this on my channel. Flashpoint at this moment needs to fire Christine Hudson from that Flashpoint movie, or I'm not on board with it at all, period. She cannot write this film. This is a complex. You couldn't even write a Birds of Prey film with freaking 4 girls running around Gotham. She's going to butcher this film. Christina Hudson is the biggest problem that needs to be uprooted out of there. Just as much as Kathleen Kennedy needs to get up out of Star Wars, we need to remove this woman from Flashpoint ASAP.
Well, I don't know enough about her or what she's writing, but I do know if she
also wrote Bumblebee.
I didn't dislike Bumblebee. But Birds of Prey was a terrible ensemble film. That is, I agree, that is very problematic. But it seemed like everyone had faith in Birds of Prey, right? Everyone was sort of assuming the buzz was good. Everyone was sort of moving forward, so it makes sense why they're like, yeah, she's a hot new female writer. She knows what's going on. She's killing Birds of Prey. Let's give it to her because then the fans will be excited that we brought her back. But you're right. Now that Birds of Prey is... that we have to reevaluate, or we have to like bring in another writer to sort of help take over the new script.
This explains why the rumor is out that the Reverse Flash is going to be a gender swap, like they're talking about in the comment section right now. I've heard it for like 2 weeks now. That rumor is not a coincidence. You got this freaking woman in here who writes these women empowerment type of films, and now she's doing Flashpoint. With her as the writer, I 100% believe there will be a Reverse Flash gender swap somewhere. I think it's going to happen.
Yeah, everyone's sort of, I've heard this too. It's not confirmed. I mean, it's like a Grace Randolph scoop. I don't take it seriously, but you never know. But yes, it seems the signs point to that direction. But if the real fact or news is you are correct. I didn't realize the Birds of Prey writer is still now has written. I mean, they had the guys from Spider-Man Far From Home did it at one point too. They've had many people come and write the script. So just because she's on now doesn't mean her script is what we get, right? It just means she's doing a new rewrite. So it could be gone. She could be gone already. She could be just, they might give her a polite credit because they sort of might have to feel like they have to, depending what she did. But those movies can have 100 writers come in and we would have no idea. So yeah, your concern is valid, but it doesn't mean that the movie's in trash yet. But I agree, they need to make an adjustment to that because not because she's a woman, not because of any of that shit, but because she didn't know how to write a friggin',
trash writer.
Yeah, well, she didn't know how to do a team-up movie. It was terrible. It was terribly written in a complete mess.
And Andy, think about the complexity of doing with reality shifting and time travel. You can't make a simple movie with 4 girls in Gotham in one city, a 50-block square mile city. What makes you think you're going to be able to make a time traveling, intergalactic, character swapping type of film? No, absolutely not. She got to go.
Yeah, I did. Like, I'll defend it again. I like Bumblebee. I thought Bumblebee was way better than it deserved to be, and it was by far the most coherent Transformers movie that worked. So I applaud them there. But that was a much easier thing to write. You're coming from complete garbage and it had 2 characters really to follow, a girl and Bumblebee, and cops, right? So it's like that okay, she can handle it. But yeah, no, you're right. This needs to be held with someone who can do that. I don't know who would you pitch? You're more into this DC world, paying attention to it even more than I am. Like, who would you say should be in charge of Flash right now?
Jeff Johns. He is
what? No, he hasn't proved shit.
If Jeff Johns is the person that wrote the actual freaking comic book series, why is he not the writer of this freaking movie?
Because he hasn't written a single good movie yet. He should be of course be. I mean, he's already written it, right? He's already written this comic, so you have that. But who's writing the movie version?
He hasn't.
How has Jeff Johns proved that? But how has Jeff Johns proved he should write the movie version of the comic we can already use as a basis of structure?
Jeff Johns has one writing credit that I know of in the DC universe, and that's Wonder Woman, and that's a freaking good film.
Yeah, but I don't know how much I buy he wrote it. But anyway,
Patty wrote it. I know who wrote it, but there's writing credit that's on it. His name is on that motherfucker, bro. Like, story by Zack Snyder, but the actual writing is from Patty. But Jeff Johns got up in there. Alan Heinberg is in there. But Jeff Johns absolutely deserves. Why would not Jeff Johns write Flashpoint?
I want someone who's written a script before. Like, he can get story by credit all you want. I get it, but I want someone who's who can handle that movie-ness. It's different quality than a comic, by all means.
I'll take Jeff Johns, who knows how to write a script. He's not dumb. I believe Jeff Johns is doing, I guess this is a knock against him, but he's doing the CW right now. I think he's doing lots of CW stuff for their television shows. He's writing, I believe, those shows as well. I think he's writing he's writing a new show for HBO Max coming out. I think the Green Lantern show is going to be written by him. He can absolutely do this Flashpoint. I don't know what they're doing. They need to get that girl up out of there. I know that.
They're suggesting Alex Garland in the comments. I think he's a good, getting sort of a sci-fi.
Grant Morrison. That's a good one. Grant Morrison. There's so many, but these are comic book guys. But as screenwriters, man, man. You get Ben Affleck to write this motherfucker, bro. It'll be fire. Let's keep it a buck. Call Matt Damon up. Matt Damon, can you write it? Yeah, sure. Send him down there, man.
Yeah, no, but like someone like Alex Garland, who did Ex Machina and Annihilation, which is complicated, but at least he can handle that kind of stuff, right? You want someone who can handle the complicated stuff, and then you want someone like Jeff Johns, other comic, like sort of dumb it down a bit, so it's like we have big ideas that then can be more accessible to a broader audience. That's what you need. I was excited when Zemeckis was involved because I thought, well, you know what? Who can handle future and all that stuff if he could actually have some help? But it's harder. Like Raimi maybe could have pulled it together. Like there are people out there that could have done this well. And I liked Andy what's his name? I don't know how to say his name from It. But I hated It Chapter 2. It Chapter 2 was so bloated. It's such a mess that, again, Flashpoint, very important. I'm with you. Back to the point at the initial conversation. Yeah, I think it sounds like we agree. We don't just want a versus movie. Obviously, if they do Flashpoint, there will be a.
Oh God, I don't know what Grace Randolph is talking about with a versus movie. This news is atrocious because it's not news. It's a freaking lie. It's made up bullshit. all they're trying to do is take Flashpoint news and convert it into something else.
Well, right.
It
Well,
is
it's
not Wonder Woman versus Aquaman.
in the cartoon. What's it? I forget which version of Flashpoint. There's several, but in the animated version, yes, they're like they're evil. And then she kills Aquaman's wife, and there is like a showdown. The two of them have to face off. So I understand a scene like that could happen, I suppose, but that is what it would be. I don't care if it's Flashpoint or not. I don't need a Aquaman versus Wonder Woman like thing. I just think
it's not going to be that.
It's stupid. Yeah. Even if they're the different versions or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's not where I want it to go.
What she's talking about is a scene in the film, not what the film is about.
Yeah, but Batman v Superman was pretty much a scene in the film too. You could argue, no?
Batman vs Superman was interwoven throughout the entire script. It was building up to that tension. I mean, Flashpoint is going to be about Barry Allen saving his mom, fixing the timeline in the universe. That's what the story is going to be about. And the side product is Batman, older Batman. It's going to be Shazam's might be in there, and the other product will be also Steve Trevor and Aquaman fighting Wonder Woman. Those are byproducts.
All right, so I think we are on the same page. We don't want that as a full-on movie, is where we are. Okay,
absolutely
so
not.
That's where we do actually agree on. Okay.
Yeah.
Why does this keep doing that?
Don't do this. I can't believe that. When I read that tweet, it's just like so stuck up and arrogant to put something out like that, to try to make it look like you're breaking news. It's like saying breaking news. I can confirm right now that there will be a 2021 NBA All-Star game. What the heck? That ain't news. Shut up.
She's good at that. All right, let's
not forget, real quick, let's not forget that she's the one that said, and I want people to remember this. She said about a year ago, and I made a video on it, and I responded to her, and she's backed off. But anyway, she made a video saying that she has, I have insider information. Oh, this is a doozy. It looks like the Wonder Woman 1984 film is going to be a Flashpoint story. She said her insiders at Warner Brothers said, Warner Brothers made Wonder Woman 1984 a Flashpoint movie. She said 1984 is going to have Flash all up in it, and it's going to change the DCEU. I'm just waiting for the film to come out so I can make another video wrecking her shit. Go ahead.
Don't forget, she also did the Suicide Squad is all about them trying to get a dick pic from a USB drive, blah, blah, blah. She had so many false things about Birds of Prey, too. Her scoops aren't always correct. She goes a little extreme sometimes. I would love to talk to her though. I would love to have a.
She's not gonna do that.
She doesn't do it. She won't confront anybody who sort of wants to challenge her. Which is just, that's always a sign. It's like, I'll talk to anybody.
It's a sign. She knows
I will
she's
talk
full of
to
shit.
anybody, but if they refuse to engage in like a civil back and forth, know they're full of shit. It's like, it's just fact. If they don't want to talk, then they're stuck in their little silo of, nope, we don't want to engage. Well, why not? Let's challenge this. I'm not trying to beef with her. I just want to like, well, how do you know this? Why? And blah, blah, blah. She doesn't want to do it. So anyway, I don't mean to call her out, but there's no other thing to do because she won't.
Calling her out every time.
She won't let us actually talk to her. All right. Let's go to topic number 2.
Let's go.
Ben Affleck gets candid about his Batman exit. I am going to read about this. Vitaly. Thanks, Vitaly. Love the new graphics, all the new emojis. Also, yes, bring Cavill back for a proper standalone film. There's no need to look back or connect at all. Wow. Thank you, Vitaly. Very nice give there. I don't know what that is in rubles, but I know the orange is a lot. So that's a very nice donation. I appreciate that, Vitaly. And I love you using our Jody and Andy emoji faces. Those are fun to use. You can also use the Yoda sipping tea. We got the cap shield, a lot of fun stuff in there. But I'm with you. No need to look back. Just move forward. I think Flashpoint allows us to do that because it gives us the opportunity to reset the board with the players we want, to move forward in directions we want, do team ups, whatever we want, and then we can finally actually move forward and not have to keep talking about, well, wait, what happened there? 100% think it's time to hit that button and do it. So I hope DC takes advantage. And thank you again for that. That was a nice give of you. All right, but going back to this Ben Affleck story, I don't know if you've heard of this. After showing a confidant in his plans, the actor was told, I think the script is good. I also think you'll drink yourself to death if you go through with what you just went through again. So we might be in the same thing, but I think it's a good thing that Ben Affleck stepped away from the Batman. I think we are in a better spot. I know a lot of people are angry at no, I want to see the Ben Affleck movie. He clearly wasn't in a healthy state to do it. I think DC was not in a healthy state to do it. And whether it would have been nice or not, it clearly wouldn't have come out the way it needed to come out. And I am I'm glad we didn't wait or keep delaying, and we did allow someone else to come in and attempt to now pay the path forward in its own way. But given all this drama we're reading and hearing from Ben and everybody else, this sounds like it was for the best. I hope he's getting healthy, going through what he needs to go. And as much as I would have been interested to see that movie, I think this is the movie we got to get, and it's the one we got to live with, and we can't be mad at Affleck for that falling apart. Thoughts? Do you agree, disagree? Anything you want to talk about on that topic?
That sucks that I like that Ben is coming out and speaking on it. I knew that he would. I said when they revealed that Batman suit, I said somewhere that Ben Affleck is having a nice cool beer somewhere, laughing his butt off at how atrocious that bat suit looks like, especially with that weak, feeble, skinny, no muscle having Robert Pattinson, bro. Ben Affleck is over there chilling. He's in supreme confidence right now because I think that he knows deep down in his heart that he played the best Batman ever to be on film, the best looking Batman to ever be on film, and the most beloved. Like, everybody loves the way he looked in that suit. But beyond that, him hearing about him, saying he might have drunk himself to death if he kept going as Batman, I feel like it's deeper than that, bro. A lot of people did Ben Affleck dirty. I was covering a lot of the Batman news and stuff like that. At first, he was the writer. He was the director. And he was starring in a Batman film, and he brought in Joe Manganiello to play Deathstroke. It was going to be a Batman and Deathstroke film, and I was like, oh my God, I can't wait for this movie to come out. And then you start to hear the BVS came out and kind of trickled things down. The sad flick happened, and then Warner Brothers seemed a little bit kind of shaky on him, and then Matt Reeves kind of came into the fray and took over direction. Ben Affleck didn't want to lose directing that freaking film. He lost writing, so then he went from director, starring, and writing to just starring as Batman in his own film. He saw his script, which got thrown in the trash and replaced with a LA noir, what is this? And then he slowly started to hear the news articles. Oh, Batman in trouble, might not be a Batman, might do a recast, That is what drove the man to drink. That's what drove him into depression.
No.
He loved Batman, bro.
I'm with you.
Ben Affleck got a bat cave in his house,
I'm with you.
Bro.
I'm with you a lot of it, but he was drinking way before this. The drinking is definitely, and I don't want to get too. I mean, it's none of our damn business.
Coverage of him on.
No, I mean, you can go through the timeline. The timeline of his drinking has been going on for a long time. I mean, he's had that problem forever. But my point, his sobriety has been in and out.
It was at its climax during the Batman sweepstakes. Let's keep it 100.
The return of it, its return, its resurgence definitely was. Well, but you're saying, I don't know. I think he did. It seems likely that Justice League and all that, Batman v Superman, drove him back to drinking. But one could argue, as did his marriage, right? Like, I don't know what's the dude's personal life. I don't want to assume all that. But the timing is all in there. And that's what it's sort of his struggles with alcoholism, his split with his ex-wife, all the troubles he had shooting Justice League, promoting it, all came to a head. So, look, I think it was a combination of the alcoholism, that was bringing back his failures in his marriage. The movie he was
Batman,
on sucked.
It's not his marriage.
No, because this was
doing a movie about his alcoholism.
This was happening during Batman v Superman. This wasn't happening during the Batman. My point is, I think...
No, it was after Batman vs Superman where it was going down.
No.
After Sad Fleck, bro. Do you remember the Sad Fleck internet huge thing where he was sitting there next to Henry Cavill when they heard that they didn't like BBS and he was sitting there sad and shit?
I'm confused what we're even arguing about now. You're saying that all of this is because they got rid of Batman? His alcoholism and all that happened way before he was writing Batman. Is all I'm saying.
His joy was in Batman. They took his joy from him. He didn't walk away from Batman. They fired him.
Oh, I don't disagree with you, but my point is, I think it's because of his alcoholism. And are we supposed to let him just be drunk on set as an insurance liability? Like, what do you even? That's a bigger question. Of was he able to healthily make that film? We don't know. And I think that's unfair to be like, oh yeah, Warner Brothers fired. Dude, if the dude's showing up drunk to set, how do you make a movie? Like, I don't want to call him out.
People do it. People in Hollywood do it all the time.
No, that's unfair. Look, I wish him the best, and I'm not here to knock on him because it's like that's a struggle. But if there's a certain point where it's like the studio's got to be like, dude, what's going on? I mean, it happened in his own marriage, right? There's a certain point where you got to get sober and you got to try and do it. And he's been having that struggle. And he did you guys should read it in the New York Times, his full sort of article about this and why he's doing that new movie. It's really all about it. Now, do I agree? Look, I don't disagree. Is the loss of the Batman, does that hurt? Of course. Was that a bad move? And does it suck for him? Absolutely. But do you really are going to say the studio should just put all the money on the line and had him show up drunk to set potentially and ruin that thing? Is that what you're saying?
The reason why he was showing up drunk to set and going through stress and all that, the marriage, you could say, man, he don't care about Jennifer Garner. Let's keep it 100. He cares about that Batman, bro. Me as a man, when I get older and if I was, in shape and nice and tall and sexy, and I could play Superman, my childhood hero, that's life for me. That's life for me. Marriage shit. Yeah, man, women come and they go, bro. He ain't tripping off no Jennifer Garner. He's happy right now because Batman is behind him, and he's already even talking about his alcoholic abuse, right?
No, but listen to the quote again.
I'm trying to lay it down. But we understand that he had alcoholic issues before BVS. I agree. But what triggered them, what drove him to the booze and to having this type of behavior was the negative outlook that he got on Batman, was all of the rumors, all of the drama, all of the sparring, and then you layer on top of that the problems with his girlfriend and wife. All of that was all highlighted because he was Batman. No one cared about Ben Affleck like that, bro.
Let's read the quote again.
Photographers at his house,
his quote,
taking pictures of him.
His quote, I think the script, he was asking a friend about the Batman script. I think the script is good. I also think you'll drink yourself to death if you go through what you just went through again. That's referring to dealing with Warner Brothers. That's referring to the crap that was Justice League. That's referring to every Batman v Superman. It was a mess. And I think I don't think it was just you're fired. I think he drank himself because he knew Warner Brothers is destroying Batman in these movies. I don't even think it was a personal shot at him. I think he just saw
him, bro. That's him, not Batman the character. They were doing it to him.
No,
I
disagree.
Did Ben dirty.
I disagree. We disagree. Commenters are against you too.
Bro, how do you go? Clearly, he did not. He wanted to direct the film.
But you're jumping ahead. You're jumping ahead. It has nothing to do with it. The first part is he was drinking during a bad production. He was drinking during a bad adaptation of a comic book that he probably loved. He's stuck as Batman in a movie going through his own marital problems, which, again, none of our friggin' business. Jennifer Garner seems amazing. Like I'm sure that sucks. Kids are involved. I don't want to get involved, and can't even imagine the turmoil it's going through when you're going through a problem with that. Plus, you have your problem with alcoholism. Again, none of my freaking business, and if that's a serious struggle, it takes a real long time to get through.
Why do you keep saying none of your business, bro? When he got a movie about the shit.
No, it isn't. It isn't.
He's talking about a movie about his alcoholism. We're talking about it in an article.
We're talking about it. We are talking about it, but I don't want to get in. I don't want to get into it. I don't want to get into it and sort of condone or judge the guy for it. Is what I'm getting at.
No. Who the freak is judging? I am talking about why I am defending this motherfucker, bro.
No, but you're saying it's because
the character.
But I think you're underestimating the toll that being an alcoholic and going through a marriage can do. That's not just about the friggin' movie.
Here's what I'm saying.
It's not just about the movie. The movie. F the movies at that point, right?
I'm gonna say it with one sentence. The drama around Batman drove this man crazy.
The drama of shooting B versus S and Justice League. Sure, that's what we're agreeing on. Yes,
that's what I'm saying. The Warner Brothers leaks, the paparazzi outside of his house. Nobody was out in 2014, 2013 when he was drinking, wasting his life away. His marriage was down the toilet. Andy, where was the paparazzi? He wasn't getting no coverage. No one knew. As soon as he put that cowl on.
No, there were shots of him at these casinos.
No, come on. They got
him playing poker. That for his whole life, during the Kevin Smith era. During the dude, do you remember he was with J-Lo and like the Kevin Smith era? Dude has had a lot of ups and downs.
20 years ago.
But I was there. I saw it. The paparazzi's always been all over him.
No. I'm talking about he ain't been hot since then.
Well, sure. He got Batman and now he's a little bit more hot, and then he's drunk and he's married to Jennifer. Again. But paparazzi want to watch anybody who's around sleeping with their nannies. You got to remember that also happened. Did you forget that part?
Are you really trying to tell me?
No, but I'm just saying he was delivering gossip crap. Of course.
Are you trying to tell me, Andy, that the Hollywood paparazzi #1 page news for 6 months straight was following him because he had marriage problems? No, it was because he was Batman, bro.
No, I think it only helps, but you're dude.
On.
They don't the regular people in a supermarket. The regular people in a supermarket. No, you and I care about Batman. The bulk of America cares about the headline: Ben Affleck drunkenly sleeping with nanny against Jennifer Garner. Dude, that sells way more gossip mags than Batman. Blah. Are you nuts? Come on, you know how the friggin' gossip mags work. Of course, he's sleeping around on Jennifer Garner. I know for a fact People care about sleazy infidelities, which is none of our friggin' business, more than they do about
That's
Batman.
a small group. No, that's a small group. Once you get that Batman on your name, you're a star. Instantly, you get fame on another level, bro.
He's already famous. He was the bomb in Phantoms, yo.
You're dumbing down. You're dumbing down what it means to play this iconic character, bro. Once you're in, look at Robert Pattinson. Nobody was talking about Robert Pattinson until this nigga got the Batman role, bro. Look at him.
Dude, they
He's
were when he
everywhere
did
now.
Twilight. They did when he did
was
Twilight.
10 years ago.
But I don't understand what we're even arguing about. Yes, he's more famous because he's in a big
Batman.
movie.
It's the
If he were
Batman, not
Captain
his
America, it would do the same thing. He's in a big movie. I agree. It makes him more relevant to audiences. I'm not disagreeing with you.
There's a part of me.
I don't even understand what we're arguing about.
What do you mean? I thought I'm quite clear on it. You're trying to blame his fallen marriage for why he was in drunken alcohol.
No, I'm saying I don't know. I'm saying I can't pinpoint it just on the Batman. I'm saying there was a ton of it. I can't get in that dude's
why is it
head.
happening now? Why doesn't he have the media coverage anymore, Andy?
Because he's not doing big movies. He's doing a basketball alcoholic movie.
Because he ain't Batman, bruh.
Oh my God, it's so
Batman
annoying.
no more.
Sure, but if he's not, sure, yes, okay, fine. You're just saying it's Batman. I'm saying any big role. If he was in the Marvel universe tomorrow, he would get big things. If he became Harry Potter tomorrow, he'd get this. If he did a Twilight reboot, he'd get this. My point is, yes, Batman is a big role, and yes, if an actor gets a big role, there's a bigger spotlight on him. Of course. Duh. No, is that what we're disagreeing on? Because I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm just saying that has nothing to do. That is not the sole reason why the dude was an alcoholic. Is what I'm trying to get at. He's been an alcoholic his whole friggin' life.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm not even. That doesn't mean nothing. We were talking about why it spiraled out of control. If you want to be alcoholic,
yes, I think shooting those movies, we're in agreement.
It was the Batman. It was the way they mishandled it, and it broke his heart for his number one hero. And it didn't work out. All of the drama, all of the controversy, all of the leaks, it took his fun away. It broke his heart, and he walked away. I remember seeing him on Jimmy Kimmel. What was that? He was like, "I'm not Batman." He was I could see in his eyes, he was heartbroken.
Yeah, but he also
wanted to be Batman.
He was also bored. Don't you remember all those junkets where he just looked so bored? Like I don't disagree. I don't know the answer, but I hear you, and I could see. Sure, that could totally be it. But at the same time, it's like. I don't know. I think he didn't like the way Warner Brothers did it, right? I think that clearly he wasn't happy with the way.
He was frustrated with Warner Brothers' execution of. He was such a Batman fan. He wanted Batman to be good, and Warner Brothers was ruining it. Zack Snyder was ruining it.
You gotta also remember Warner Brothers when they got Ben Affleck to do that. That was a huge get because he's an Academy Award winning from Argo. Like that was a score for Warner Brothers. So I don't buy for a second there wasn't a. You keep saying they fired Affleck. I don't know because that was you got to remember when that news dropped that made Warner Brothers look really shitty. It did. It was not good press for Warner Brothers when they were dropping Ben Affleck because the fans were like, "What the hell? What's going on? What are you doing, Warner Brothers?" So my point is, I don't know how much of that was mutual. Ben Affleck could be like, "F Warner Brothers. I'm so over all this. Right? I don't even want to do it. You guys murder this character. I don't want to get involved." And sure, that could have led to more drinking and more depression. Okay, I could see that. You're changing my mind a little bit in that point. But I'm just saying, there's so much more to it all. And I think the bottom line is what the question was. Ben Affleck is better off getting the hell out of Warner Brothers and not making any more Batman movies because clearly they could never jive and he couldn't get over it. He was not in a mental state to be able to handle such a good movie.
I disagree. I think if Ben Affleck actually, if Ben Affleck actually did that Deathstroke Batman script that he wrote, directed, and starred in, that would have been probably the greatest Batman movie ever made, and that would have freaking gave him so much joy. And it's sad that we never got a chance to see it, but we get this Matt Reeves, Robert Pattinson version instead, bro. Remember that. We were gonna get I want the chat to remember this. This film coming out with Matt Reeves and Robert Pattinson, it was supposed to be Ben Affleck as Batman, written and directed and starring him with Joe Manganiello's 6'4" buff body Deathstroke.
It was going to be a bunch of villains, remember? And then
yeah, and instead we're getting a blow in the wind Robert Pattinson trash Batman suit directed by Matt Reeves.
And remember, this was Ben Affleck, admittedly now at the height of his drunken alcoholism, with his marriage falling apart, trying to make that Batman movie. I don't know if we would have I think it could have blown up in his face, and we might have lost him. So while sure, like I said in the beginning, could it have been a cool movie in the right context? Sure, but in that context, the history we know, no way that would have worked.
Have you seen The Accountant?
Yeah, I didn't like it very much.
I like The Accountant. That was a good film, and he was wasted out of his mind when he made that movie. He could have done it. He could have done it. It's what the Hollywood actors are paid to do, bro. They know how to handle it.
Well, I can't. I don't know. I don't know how. Yeah, there's a lot of drunken directors and people in Hollywood, but I think they're starting to crack down on it now because the risks are too high. DC isn't making guaranteed money, so it's like that they don't want to have that do it. But look, we agree. It would have been nice to see Affleck's Batman. We can agree on that. Yes. Ben Affleck's Batman would have been far interesting, and I don't disagree. Yeah. But I think my personal attack, the state he was in, hearing these and guys, go read the New York Times article. It's a revealing interview. Does reveal a lot. It shows
my mood. Hey, let me know what this timeout look like, sucker. Stop hating. These nuts in your mouth. My bad.
Don't read them. Well, fuck them.
Talking trash. You flank. Ain't about Wonder Woman. I'm up in Batman right now. Ain't no one thinking about Wonder Woman, but you. Get off my nutsack.
I don't even read them. Don't even care. What was I gonna say? Yes, it's sad we didn't get the movie. At the same time, it's sad the dude's going through so much personal stuff that I hope he's getting through. And it sounds like this movie helped him get through. The one we're talking about, the drunk basketball coach movie.
The way back.
The way back. But I am a fan of Affleck too. I think everyone is. They're rooting for him to sort of get through and get healthy and make more movies because he's a great director. He's done a lot of really good work. So, yeah, the idea of him doing a Batman, we were all stoked, and I thought he was a decent Batman. But the problem was, he wasn't the best Batman in those movies because he was sort of out of it. He was checked out. He was drinking. It showed in the movie. It showed. It showed, dude. BBS, that was not him. Sure, but that's like saying, which turd is the best. My point is, he could have been on fire if he'd actually had his shit together, and he didn't. Sadly, It wasn't prime Affleck. It was, medium, decent Affleck, but it wasn't prime Affleck, and that's where I think it was deteriorating. And that Batman movie, I think, actually would have hurt him, the fans, and it wouldn't have been as good as it could have been. So that was all I was trying to argue here.
Last thing I'll say about
this. Go for it. Final word.
Ben Affleck was a childhood fan of Batman, has his own Batcave, loves the character, and I saw it in his eyes. He wanted to do the best Batman possible. I feel sorry for him that he never got a chance to do the Batman film that he wanted to make, and the person in his shoes is Matt Reeves, who doesn't give a freak.
Well, you're really harsh on Matt Reeves.
I am. I don't like liars. I don't like liars. He's lied too many times, bro. I just can't get behind people who lie.
I mean, we should just go. Should we do that fight? Let's talk about Robert Pattinson Batman. I have a couple other here, but I feel like I'd rather end on this because I am excited for Robert Pattinson, Matt Reeves. Batman.
I saw your reaction. I saw it.
In fact, let's do it. Ready? Hold on, Jody. Yeah. We're doing an impromptu. Oh, that's right. That happens here on the show. Sometimes we're doing a nerd war. Robert Pattinson is gonna be a good Batman. Change my mind. Why are you so against this?
I am against the film. I'm against the director. Robert Pattinson could very well be a good Batman, but I'm banking that he will not be based upon that motherfucking director-writer who's making this film. Ben Affleck's film was the one that I wanted to see. Ben Affleck's film was the one that fans deserved. Ben Affleck's film was the one that was led up to in the universe. And, with his exit, we're getting this. A Matt Reeves person who has been caught in lies on Twitter multiple times regarding Batman. Matt Reeves, in my opinion, left Ben Affleck out there to dry when all of the rumors and stuff were swirling. He kept quiet. He put out tweets to shake the world, only to come back that Monday saying, oh, I didn't mean that. I meant something else. When directors have no integrity, I don't vouch for them, bro. And at the end of the day, freak this movie, bro. I am off of it, bro. After looking at that bat costume, bro, and seeing that Matt Reeves, why are there guns on his chest? The little gun armor? Because he took inspiration from DC 1000, a non-canon comic book by who? What's the name of that fool that wrote that story?
Kevin Smith.
Kevin Smith. Trash Kevin Smith. I remember Kevin Smith not only for making bad films, but also for being a trash writer. I think Kevin Smith was going to make that worst Superman movie in history. The Superman movie with a giant spider where Superman doesn't fly and all that with Nicolas Cage. he was down for that shit, bro. Man,
you're all over the place.
I am.
Because Kevin Smith didn't write the big. Didn't you? You've never heard that funny story? The producer demanded that big mechanical spider in because he demanded it because in order to get the money made. So my point is, you're all so many things you're saying are speculative and assumptive based off of that. Kevin Smith didn't write a big mechanical dumb spider at the end of Spider-Man. They made him do it. He wasn't at a level where he could just be like, "F you."
Made him do it.
Yeah,
I'm good. Superman. This ain't Superman. I'm gone. What happened to that? What happened to integrity?
Dude, integrity in Hollywood? Who has integrity in Hollywood?
I do. You come to me and tell me that I'm going to make a Superman movie where he don't fly and he don't have that history?
Dude, who has integrity in Hollywood? That is I got to argue with you there first. You want to make $100 million movies and you think you're going to win off integrity? No way. You got to. There's always money unless you're doing it yourself. Unless you're able, which Kevin Smith now does, he's sort of stepped out and he's done it himself and he's earning that credit back.
Kevin Smith don't know what a $100 million movie looks like, bro. Period. In his whole career.
Well, he's doing like that Netflix He-Man show, which is a pretty big property. They're giving him a lot of money. He got a big cast. My point is, he's earning his way back up to that level. And then when he does it, he does his own little movies with his own integrity.
Out of the theater and ask for their money back.
But you're knocking a guy. Hold on, I don't even mean to not. It's like whatever. But you're knocking a guy who is so integrity is like, I don't care about I'm going to raise the money and do the ones that I want to make, even if they're shitty. They're going to be for my fans exclusively, and I'm going to make a little bit of money back. I'm going to do what I want. F everyone else who hates me. That is integrity. It is. How is it not integrity?
Because even his fans didn't like the shit. Clerks 2. They got up and walked out of his theater. I remember he had a screening with one of my homeboys.
They have sold. He sold out that reboot screening. Jay and Silent Bob reboot was sold out here, everywhere. He sold out that made millions of dollars on that reboot.
Nice. He had a screener. I forgot what it was for. Right here in L.A. And it sucked. And all of his fans knew it sucked. And Kevin Smith came out and says, "What do you guys think?" And they were all quiet. And they were rumbling. He said, "Look, man." Kevin Smith said, "Look, I'll give you your money back. If it sucked and you guys don't like it, I'll give you your money back." All of them hated it, but not one of them had the balls to get up and say, "Your movie sucks. Can I have my money back?"
But
none of them liked it, bro.
That is integrity. The dude said, "I'll give you your money back," and you're calling him not.
Don't make trash in the first place.
But anyway, we're off of such a sidetrack. But it all comes down to the Matt Reeves part of it. Is the only reason I'm pushing you. Like, I don't even understand what you're fighting for. The dude makes movie. Who makes perfect work? Nobody makes perfect work. I'm sorry, they don't. They make what they want, and sometimes there's a hit, sometimes there's not. I'm not a fan of all of Kevin's movies either. I get it, but the dude's at least taking shots at bat instead of critics like us who aren't. And so my point is, it's easy for the fans to go knock a guy who's out there getting money and making movies, whether they are hits or not. That's integrity. That's taking shots at goal. I respect anybody who does that. Anybody who's online like us, who's just critiquing shit and doesn't have the balls to go make a script and release that movie, is full of shit. That's not integrity. We criticize the shit, we don't make it. So the fact that he does it, whether it's right or wrong, I completely disagree with you. And so my point is, it all comes down to Matt Reeves too. Like, this wasn't trying to be as Kevin Smith a hack. That could be a separate fight. I don't think. I know the guy. He was a good guy. At the same time, like, it's frustrating. The guy totally dropped off of the face of the earth and never doesn't engage with anymore. It's fine, but it's like
there's a reason for that.
Yeah, my point is, it frustrates me because it's like it didn't seem like that's the type he was. But I'm not here to throw shade at him. It is what it is. He's trying to build his own shit. He's got his own. Everybody's got their own shit. It shouldn't be about me, is what it comes down to. So my point is, like, even with my own personal baggage aside, I respect the guy because the guy is out there taking shots, making movies, and even if they are shit, he's doing them. And so the integrity is there to me of just like, it's hard to, if we're not, and I've had this argument taken separate aside from Kevin Smith. I saw was Joe Carnahan was hated on John Campea. Did you see when he went off on Campea about John Campea was like F Dave Filoni for if Ahsoka from Clone Wars has all the powers, F Dave Filoni, F the clone. Did you ever watch that tirade he did?
No.
It's pretty awful. Anyway, a lot of people online just roasted Campea. Like, who the hell are you? What gives you the any say that you just sit there and critique everybody and you're gonna like? But so my point is, like, I hear all that and it's like I used to make films. I used to do more creative stuff. I agree. If we're going on integrity in filmmakers, you got to make shit, original shit. If you want to go critique everybody else, that's where I feel. But so my point is, it's hard for me to just hate on a guy if they're out there making shit, taking shots. Matt Reeves is taking shots, just like Joe Carnahan, just like Kevin Smith. Those are things of shots. Until I see that movie, I can't take a shot at the guy. I can't take a shot at a guy where I haven't seen the work. Now, you're calling out lies, and I listen to you, and I take that seriously. I need my follow-up to you is, what is he actually lying about? Because he's making a studio movie from Warner Brothers, there's no way they just let him say whatever the hell he wants. They can't do that. So my point is, like, what you're sure there's not more to, like, he said something he wasn't supposed to, and then he's like, and then, because I know that was like that Watchmen. That was clearly happened with Watchmen. Damon Lindelof was like, I'm not making season 2. And then HBO was clearly like, dude, why do you keep saying that? We want to make a season 2. It's our friggin' property. Don't keep devaluing our property. Like, we might want to make a season 2. And then suddenly Damon Lindelof's, well, I guess my point is, like, sometimes the studio needs you to play the game to sort of make sure that the properties remain hot, and that's just being a company man. So what makes you say that Reeves is just a full of shit and not a company man?
Okay, I brought up Kevin Smith because he is a person, in my opinion, who creatively sucks. His movies suck. His whole entire career sucks. His YouTube channel sucks. I don't like it. I don't like his commentary. Him as a person, he's probably tight. And as a man, I can't talk about him. I don't know him. I'm talking about him creatively. I think he has a show that covers the CW network. I could have swore he has... This is a person that just doesn't understand what quality is. Quality and Kevin Smith do not go hand in hand. And that's why I brought him up. Because the fact that Matt Reeves is willing to use Kevin Smith to do anything in his Batman movie lets me know he's not the right man to helm this film. You went to the person who quality is oil and Kevin Smith is water, and you went and took something that he did and you implemented it in your own movie. You know what I'm saying? That's like Arnold Schwarzenegger, a professional bodybuilder, getting exercise help from Pee Wee Herman. It doesn't make sense. You're going to go to other bodybuilders, other dudes who put that work in, who are acknowledged, who are on that same level as you. And when he goes to someone like Kevin Smith, I don't care if it's a bat symbol, I don't care if it's a story, a little line in the script, bruh, that screams lack of integrity to me. Now, about Matt Reeves, he put Ben Affleck under the bus, in my opinion. I was really following what was going on, especially on Twitter and in the news when Ben Affleck's film was up in the air. And is he directing? Is he not? Matt Reeves slid up in there. Matt Reeves slid in there when Ben Affleck is sliding out. And you see the Matt Reeves script. I remember Matt Reeves saying, oh, yeah, the script is done. The script is good. When I remember a couple of weeks ago, I saw Ben Affleck on a Kimmel or a late night show, and he said, yeah, my script is, he says, if the script isn't right, I won't push it. Ben Affleck says, if the script is not to my liking, I won't push it. Then a couple weeks later, we hear Matt Reeves on Twitter saying, oh, there's a script. Oh, I got a script. And then Ben Affleck's gone from directing. Now he's not writing, and now Matt Reeves is writing and directing. Put 2 and 2 together, bruh. And then on top of that, Matt Reeves came out and said, you even said it 30 minutes ago. Matt Reeves says, the Batman movie, that's its own universe. He tried to pull a Christopher Nolan. It's its own universe. It's not part of the DC universe. And fans blew their top. What? Matt, what are you talking about? What? He said that on a Friday. He let us all bake on Friday. He let us bake on Saturday. And he let us bake on Sunday, making videos and articles and storming. Let us simmered in it. Only to come back Monday morning like, yo, guys, what is all the fuss about? Wow, I only meant... And his excuse for it was so garbage. I was like, bruh, have you no integrity, bro? Stand behind your shit. And you could call it company man or whatever you want, but at the end of the day, we are men. Stand behind your word or admit you were wrong. He was like, oh, whoa. He was playing footsie with all, and then on top of the Ben Affleck stuff, I just think it was complete. In my opinion, I think Ben Affleck got problems with Matt Reeves, bro. I feel if I say, hey, Ben, what's up, bro? He'll tell me some shit.
I believe you, but here's my take. Again, we're speculating here. Based off of Matt Reeves' comment, he was hired to write and direct the movie and never had Affleck in mind. So here's how when you read and hear that and you know that that Reeves' vision always was a 30-year-old Batman, younger, yada yada yada. That to me screams studio head. Hey, Matt Reeves, Ben Affleck's not going to be the Batman. He's a drunk. We can't. The insurance waivers won't stomach it. We got to be respectful of Affleck. We don't want to offend him. We're not just going to push him out like that. Like, we respect him. He's a big filmmaker in our studio, but he's not making the Batman. It's just not going to happen. We can tell the script's a little sloppy. We're being nice. Nobody wanted to actually be the bad guy and call out Affleck and say, no, you're not doing this. You're sloppy drunk. Your script's not good. It's just not happening. Even though everyone on paper was like, yeah. Let's talk about what could actually have happened behind the scenes. So here you have Matt Reeves, another Batman fan, who's like, what is he supposed to say? The integrity of Matt Reeves, who literally, if he said no, would never work in Hollywood again, to stand up for Ben Affleck, an actor a guy doesn't even know, who's drunk and screwed up his shot. And you're telling me Matt Reeves is suddenly a dick because he's like trying to play both sides and get his own career going and make a movie for a character that he respects too. I just think you're completely underestimating how much complicated shit could be behind the scenes. That makes this a much more harder thing to do.
But once Matt Reeves took over and Ben Affleck was gone, 2 scripts fell down the pipeline. That script he said he had that was done wasn't done, Andy.
Well, I'm looking at the most recent comment, and again, things can go back and forth. That Reeves has said this came out in June of last year. Reeves has said that Ben Affleck was never in a part of his script or his vision. Now, Affleck had a script completely separate, and so to me, that screams Warner Brothers had another script written as a backup in case Affleck really couldn't do it, which to me happens all the time. But why is that Matt Reeves' fault? You really telling me Matt Reeves can't like focus on himself and his own career, coming off of those Planet of the Apes movies, which were pretty good, and he's got an dude. Matt Reeves, do you want to lead the new? Do you want to potentially be Christopher Nolan and make a new Batman franchise? Who says no to that? I'm sorry, Ben Affleck. Bye.
Listen, I'm not knocking. I don't want you to get it twisted. I'm not knocking him for taking the job. I'm not knocking him for doing the Batman. It's the way he handled it, kind of slimy and greasebally. You said almost 6 months before Ben Affleck left as director of Batman that you had a script, Matt. And then Batman left, then Ben Affleck left, and now it's yours, Matt. It was yours 2 years ago, Matt. Then
wait. Hold on. Let's go back because let's put that to your feet to the fire. You're saying he had a script that what are you even trying to say with that? He had a script 2 years ago before Affleck left.
Correct.
Yes. Now,
Correct.
Now, everything I remember from my insight, because I was still a little bit in some of this, everything I knew is Affleck was out before everyone knew he was out. That was all a way to save face for Affleck. So I totally buy that Reeves was in an awkward spot of, we got the script. It's with that, And he wasn't. I remember interviewing him for War of the Planet of the Apes. I was at the junket in London, and he would not touch Batman at all. It was they warned us, and then we even just pushed it anyway. So let's talk about the Batman. And he was just completely tightened up and was like, yep, nope. Like, dude didn't want to handle it all because it was clear it was drama. Affleck wasn't going to do it. They told him Affleck wasn't going to do it. And then that would probably, if Affleck somehow sobered up and got able to do it, Reeves was going to be pushed out or something else was going to be rewritten. So I think Reeves was in a really tough spot. So all of those things you're saying that are shady to me are just him trying to deal with the annoyances of Warner Brothers shadiness and Affleck's lack of sobriety, which is Matt Reeves. I can't even imagine wants to get involved in that. I'm sure he appreciates and likes Ben Affleck. But how does that not fall in the same line?
This is how it doesn't fall in the same line. You had 3 years to come up with a script you said you had. You didn't have it. You were telling the world, I have a script. Then when Ben Affleck's out the way, where's your script? He was like, I got to do rewrites, reshoot, this. Script got thrown in the trash. Then another one came out. Man, that fool didn't finish that script till 6 months ago, bro. So what you been doing, Matt?
How do you know that?
Because the news reporter came out and said, the script is done. I have this. It was a few months back where he said, where the LA Noire stuff came out about the characters and the rogues gallery.
You write 10 drafts of a script. The fact that Warner Brothers let him adjust that.
No, do you remember? There was a point where Matt Reeves had a Batman script that was similar to Ben Affleck's. At one point, Joe Manganiello was left on the hook for a year and a half.
I remember that.
Because Joe Manganiello's Deathstroke was supposed to be in Matt Reeves' Batman film. And what did Matt Reeves do? He let it simmer for a year and a half. Left him working out. Joe Manganiello. And he said,
dude, Matt Reeves does not have that kind of power. That is Jeff Johns. That was Jeff Johns. If
Joe Manganiello is in the script, he got a job, bro.
Dude, that doesn't mean Matt Reeves gets to get all the money and fund that movie.
Just answer the question. If Joe Manganiello was in Matt Reeves' script, he would have a job.
Yeah, but who's to say Warner Brothers greenlit that script? How is that Matt Reeves' fault?
Justice League. Joe Manganiello is at the end of Justice League, bro. He's in the
dude.
Suit.
Right, and Warner Brothers probably told him to write that in, and so he did. And then guess what? Warner Brothers probably told him next: take it all out. We're starting over with this movie. We don't want this script. You got to adjust it. That happens every friggin' day in Hollywood, dude. How? My point is like, why are you ragging on Reeves and calling him a liar when you have no idea? And he might be. I'll give you that.
Lied.
But how do you know? That might have been anybody above him.
How do I know? He said Friday, Batman is not part of the DC universe. It's a separate world. On Monday, he said, I never said that.
Right, but that could very well have been Warner Brothers telling him, dude, you can't say that. Shut up. That happens all the time.
Yeah, does it change the fact that he lied?
But it's like he shouldn't be doing press is what it really means. He clearly isn't good at it.
His mouth. Okay, so he's running off his mouth. He's not good at press. Okay.
But yeah, but you're calling him a liar where it's like, well, all I'm trying, as someone, look, I love you, and I'm not, you have your opinion. As someone who's been there and sat in those junkets, you have too. And I've had talked with those people when the cameras aren't rolling. Hollywood fucking sucks, dude. Hollywood screws you left and right. And I can't tell you how many friends of mine, directors, I have a friend who made a movie. I don't want to get it because it'll pick it out. Dude, they destroyed him. He had to lie all the time or he would never have worked again. Like that. So my point is, like, all I'm saying is getting deep back to the topic, I can't be so hard on Matt Reeves until I see the freaking movie or until I know, okay, well, that's what you just said is complete. Sure, the little things you've shown, those aren't major lies. Those are just studio interference bullshit. He may have had a script and then he may have been forced to rewrite it and he's saving face saying, yeah. You don't ever want to sort of show that.
You're making up more excuses that are less possible than mine. Maybe they forced him to rewrite a script. Maybe his third script didn't work. Come on, bro. The original release date for Batman was what year, Andy? It was supposed to come out in 2019.
Dude, anytime a studio delays that,
it back a year and a
anytime
half,
a studio delays that, to me, that's a good thing. That means they're not rushing it out.
Why did they delay it a year and a half?
Because it clearly wasn't ready, and I think that's fantastic.
Reeves wasn't ready. Matt Reeves wasn't ready.
Dude, I wish they would have given JJ another year like he asked. I wish they'd give every director another year when they asked.
You're missing. Hold on, slow down. This is my problem with him. Why are you telling the world in 2017 and 2018, yeah, I got the script. I'm ready to go. We're about to shoot. We're about to get it done. It's coming out next year.
Because he probably did.
To the film not coming out until 2020.
But how?
If you're so ready, where's the product? Why you keep delaying it? Why is it back?
I no offense, that is just the most stubborn thing I've ever heard you say. That is so how Hollywood works. Now, Matt Reeves made a mistake by speaking and assuming he had more power in the industry than he did. Because I agree, it looks stupid. But
That's how Hollywood works. Justice League movie.
to say that the studio can't run interference and delay and kill a movie at any day. But that is what happened. Matt Reeves doesn't have the power to kill a movie.
You assume that's what happened, bro. They rushed Justice League in 2017.
Matt Reeves can't delay a movie. He does not have the sway. He's a nobody. You're delusional if you think Matt Reeves has the power to say, you know what, Warner Brothers, I'm taking a year off to rewrite this. Are you on crack? You think Warner Brothers is like, okay, Matt, whatever you said. No, F no. They're like, Matt, you need to rewrite this. You have a month. That's how Hollywood works.
So you're saying that the director and writer and helm of a film does not have the power to delay a film?
Correct. The producers and the studio have the power 100 billion%.
They do too, but so does the freaking director. And
Never. Did you just watch Scott Derrickson get pulled out of Marvel? He asked for more time. Did he get it? No.
Scott Derrickson left for clearly other reasons.
We don't know. We don't know why he left. But I think he left because
you're going off in mystery land, bro.
No.
He left because it was dark and he didn't want it to be fighting.
That is a fair assumption. He also said he wanted more time. That's what I've heard. I heard that from an inside source that I trust very well. He was very frustrated with the lack of time, and they would not give it to him.
So what you're telling me is that Warner Brothers rushed Justice League to come out in 2017.
Yes.
They fast forwarded. They pushed back Batman.
Yes.
And Wonder Woman is scheduled to come out on time.
Well, I think that took a long time. That's 3 years? That shouldn't have taken that long.
Right.
2007, 2020. Yeah, they took their time on that one, which I'm glad they friggin' did. And they're taking their time on the Batman. Thank God. So I just don't understand why you're mad. If anything, you're mad at Matt Reeves that he didn't meet his deadline. That is the dumbest reason ever.
He's a freaking liar, bro. He's a liar. I'm mad at this fool because I believe he shafted Ben Affleck. I'm mad at Matt Reeves because you used trash Kevin Smith to do anything with your Batman film. I'm mad at Matt Reeves because you chose an ugly Batman suit. And now I'm mad at Matt Reeves because you picked a Robert Pattinson and didn't tell his fool to work out.
Well, I haven't seen him with a shirt off, so I don't know.
Oh, come on, man. This motherfucker's skinny. He didn't even work out for the role. He's skinny as shit with that narrow neck.
I want this on tape so we can play it back when we see him in action. When we see him in action and he's good. I can't wait for this clip to get used against you.
He gonna look like a surfer. When Robert Pattinson unleashed that shirt, he gonna look like a surfer, bruh. Ain't no muscle on that boy.
I don't like when Batman takes his shirt off. He doesn't need to. He's got the hockey pads.
No. This one doesn't need to.
They've made it clear he's Detective Batman. They're embracing the Detective Batman in this.
We are getting. I'm telling you right now. We're getting. Do you believe this, Andy? Since you missed, I love Matt Reeves. Which Batman movie you believe is going to be inferior, Ben Affleck's or Matt Reeves?
Well, we're never going to get Ben Affleck, so it's an impossible question to ask.
No. You've been guessing all day. Talking about what if they did this? What if they pushed that?
I think Ben Affleck's. I think if Affleck was sober and full Affleck, yes,
it's better. You know it's going to be better.
I think it would have been.
It would be better.
Well, you know what? Actually, look. Here's what I'll say. I don't like the Justice League or Batman v Superman, so I don't like it connecting that world. I am actually grateful we're starting over. So in that regard, I give Matt Reeves the point. But am I definitely interested in seeing like the sober, healthy Affleck version of Batman? Absolutely, I would have watched the hell out of that. But I just don't think he was in a place to be able to deliver it. So do we get to start over with someone who I think made a fantastic Planet of the Apes? Part 2 is, I think, the best one, which he did, which is fantastic. Look, I don't know enough about Matt Reeves to hate him like you do. All the things you're saying don't faze me. Everything you're saying is just him. He should shut up. He should absolutely shut up. I will absolutely give you that point of Matt Reeves, stop doing interviews. Just get the freaking movie out and then do it. Nolan's not out there doing interviews like you do. Just shut up.
Good. Master of Assumptions. Come on my channel with that bullshit. I'm also the master of predictions and facts, bro. Been doing this shit for 3 years. I made so many motherfuckers shit up that came true. Better ask about me. Jody Dominance is a real thing, bro. When you was over here stuck in this DCEU cock, when I said Snyder was going to fall, and now look where we're at now, bro. Freak out of here with that, bro. Master of Assumptions. Where your
you're talking about. I love when Jody goes off, and I'm like, "Are you yelling at me?" Oh no, he's yelling at a comment.
Master of Assumptions.
Don't give him a plug on air. That means he wins.
Ain't no plug. Freak this motherfucker, bro. You come get your plug. I'll get plugs all day long. Butt plugs all day. What's happening?
Look, I love the passion. I love it. Because even when we don't disagree, I know we do.
Taking a picture and put it on YouTube with your glasses on. Dweeb. Who takes pictures with shades on? You're taking a picture with the shades.
I wear my son. Ben Affleck did that a lot when he was drunk.
Them eyes googly as shit under there. Look like the man in the wheelchair from Scary Movie 2, huh? Look like Dwight from Scary Movie 2. Eyes just rolling and shit. Freak out of here with that shit, bro. What are you talking about, bro?
You good? Did you get it out of your system?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure you had it all out. Since we took a pause there, absent good. I do want to thank him. Is that who you're calling out?
Hey, thanks for that donation.
Absent good gave a nice donation. Man, Andy killed Jody. Andy, thank you for staying on topic and making valid points. I see why Movie Fights was so good in the past. Thank you, absent good, for that. I appreciate that. And then also we had
absent good. That means you're absent of good. You're bad.
Well, I like Absent Good because he gave. So Absent Good, I throw you some love. Sorry, Jody doesn't like you. You guys, sometimes if you piss off Jody, he gives you attention.
Good is absent from your body.
Well, no, he's very good because he gave to my donation, and I hope you can. I'm here all the time. Jody's only here once a week, Absent Good, so come on anytime.
$1.99 to come at me? Where that $10 and $20 at, bro? Flex your wallet. Are you broke? Man, come over here with that fire, bro.
I haven't got here. Yeah, come on, Absent Good. Flex that wallet.
Oh, you a Hot Cheetos bag donator, huh? Man, come with that fire.
He gave $5 earlier. That's a good donation, Buffalo.
Oh, $7. You might be able to get a matinee to see Sonic this weekend.
Hey, I'm grateful for any donations. They support channel. SJ, wait, hold on. SSJ, let's give all these, and then we can wrap up. SSJ K. Sanctum. Thank you. What do you call? We just call him K dots. How do you? Because that's a long name. K-Dots. Okay, I want to make sure, because I see you in there a lot. I want to make sure I don't. That's too long. I got to say K-Dots. K-Dots, thank you. My thing about the Batman film, I wanted to see a seasoned Batman movie, not Batman trying to figure out how to use a Batarang and use shark repellent. That is a fair note. I do like, it is at least year 2. We do know it's not like an origin. He's going to be like year 2 of learning how to be Batman. But I like that he's a young Batman because hopefully if it works, we can finally have a little Batman for a while and he can stick around. I'm going in positive and hoping Pattinson surprises us, just like Ledger surprised us.
I am too, man. I want the film to be great.
I really want it to be
I'm
good.
I'm not betting on it. I ain't putting a red cent on it.
But that's fair. But as long as we go in open-minded and give it a shot, I think that's all we got to do. And then K-Dots also said the detective moments in the film will go like this. Batman will say, "Someone bit the cookie. I will scan it to see what villain teeth matches." Yeah, I mean, that happens sometimes in the cartoon. There's a lot of scanning on some of these shows, these detective things. But I hope it's better than that. But thank you, K-Dots, for that love and support. And then did we get one? Did he show me? Did you kill the other? Did you say he gave $2? Oh, here it is. Absent good. Message deleted. I can't see it. What did he say?
I don't know. Your Streamlabs.
Oh, Jody, I'm going to take away your admin privileges if you don't let me read them first. Come on. That's not fair.
I didn't delete all those.
It says message deleted by Jody. You insecure prick.
Hold on. No. I only deleted one, bro, and it deleted all of them.
You deleted his $2 donation. Absent good.
I didn't delete shit. I timed him out.
It says message deleted. I can't read the $2.
When you time him out, it deletes it.
Oh, okay. All right, fine. Whatever. Anyway, absent good. I'm watching you. I'll look for you. Bro. Absent good. You're deleting all his comments.
She got a banana on it.
If you
That's
deleted,
automatic.
LOL. You're just deleting everything. LOL.
That's the bot. That ain't me.
Okay.
I guess if you time him out once, all his comments get timed out because he's a troll.
Oh, because he got time. Okay, sorry. So absent good. I'm trying to activate you so you can give me your $2. Sorry.
I'll be back in like 30 seconds.
Thank you for that. Hey, you got a good plug on the show, so hopefully that worked. All right, Streamlabs. I don't know why Streamlabs, go away. Can I get rid of them as a remove moderator? Okay, good.
Yeah, you got to change that.
Streamlabs is gone. I'm sorry, Streamlabs is messing everybody up. That also might be happening.
I feel some type of.
Anyway, absent good. If you're back in there after your timeout, I will read your comment. Thank you for the support. All right, so we got everything out there. Scan this cookie. All right, there was timed out. I don't know what happened. There we go. Quit with the timeouts, man. Come on, Jesus Christ! I'm gonna start.
Judy. Judy, for sure. Hey. What that corner look like, though,
Judy is so salty.
Your name is Django Fett, a trash bounty hunter. Freak out of here. You didn't even have
Don't you dare. No! Stop.
I'm ready when you are, Andy.
Stop.
All the bounty hunters suck.
I'm gonna put you in a timeout, Jody. Jesus Christ.
Please. I'm ready when you are.
All right, he gets salty, guys. That happens with it. All right, did we do everything I wanted to do? Oh, we'll wrap on this one. That was to end the conversation.
I'll come back at you. That's called reciprocation.
To end this conversation, to end on a good note, because I do want to wrap this up.
You don't got no other topics?
I do, but to wrap the Robert Pattinson thing, it's clearly not going anywhere. I can't change your mind on that one. But I did want to see, do you have a thought on Lark Voorhees being excluded from Saved by the Bell's revival? Were you a Saved by the Bell fan?
Absolutely.
So Lark Voorhees was on the Dr. Oz show. And Dr. Oz, that shithead that he is, brings her on and like plays these clips of all the other cast members at reunions and like to get her to get all emotional that she doesn't get invited. And I didn't really realize, but apparently she has bipolar disorder and has had some like episodes, and that's why she's not really invited. And then neither is Dustin Diamond, for the record, who has done like the sex tapes and a bunch of other crazy stuff. But Lark Voorhees was saying, "I feel slighted. I have to admit, I feel a bit slighted and hurt when I'm not invited to be part of the Saved by the Bell reunion as other cast members' events." She was reading this from a journal entry that Dr. Oz had to write. Yet, of course, I also realized that having this puzzling disorder may have played a major part in that factual decision. With that in mind, I'm truly thankful for having had the chance to work on a show that has been so successful. Look, I think F those guys. Lark Voorhees should be in a cameo. I don't care if she's got bipolar disorder or whatever the hell. This is Saved by the Bell. Bring them all back for at least an episode or go F yourselves. What do you think, Jody?
So she can't join the Saved by the Bell reunion because she's got bipolar?
Apparently.
And Dr. Oz bring her on the show and showed her other reunions to make her feel bad?
Yeah. Dr. Oz isn't he such a great guy? So he's so helping. So he's helping this community.
So he showed clips of other reunions.
Yes.
while did he know that she wasn't invited to the
Yeah, of
reunion
course, dude. Those shows are all staged. But so I don't have.
So some of Lark's former castmates are
I gotta
currently
believe
kicking
that this
Regal
man
to
ain't
Saved
that
by the
that
Bell.
cold hearted, bro.
But
Come
Lark,
on,
you've
man.
not been asked to participate.
You've
That's
not been
evil,
he's
man.
like asking him there. So anyway, you can find this on Deadline and other places. But that's effed up. Am I crazy? You don't have to. I assume we're on the same page in this. Give Lark
Yeah,
Voorhees a
must have
friggin'
not-
shot.
He must have not have known or something, man. Come on, I can just give this guy a break, benefit of the doubt or something.
No,
His
no.
heart
He
can't be
knew.
that black,
He
bruh.
knew. Dr. Oz totally put her on there and had her write a journal about it in advance. This is all predetermined. All happened.
All right, so I'm gonna say on if he did, I'm gonna give a take on if he
You
did.
give Dr. Oz the benefit of the doubt, but not Matt Reeves? Jesus Christ, Jody.
Man, Dr. Oz been telling me, man, Dr. Oz been giving good tips on health for a very long time, man. I might not. Have
He's
been
like
listening to
Dr.
him.
Phil. He does whatever the ratings tell him to do.
Man, so did Dr. Phil, man. I like Dr. Oz.
He's also one of Oprah's guys.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I ain't seen him in a minute, but no, I'm just saying.
All right, but go ahead. What were we gonna say?
I'm only saying because this is personal, man. He's this chick is bipolar. She has a mental health issue, and he over here, you making it look like he's a straight, like a bully, bro. Like, I mean, you could lose your show over stuff like this, man. I can't. I want to believe that it's not true, but let's assume it's true. That's effed up, man. I feel so sorry. I feel sorry for
Lark, yeah.
What's her name in the show? Lisa?
Yeah, Lisa.
I feel sorry for Lisa, man. What does she do though? If you ain't invited, what I'm thinking about is if you ain't invited to the reunion for Saved by the Bell, she must have did some shit in the past, bro.
Yeah.
Probably try to fight him in the parking lot, try to cut him on set. Something like that to get.
Can people? Does anyone in the comments know the drama here? I'll have to look up. Maybe we'll have to do a separate video on this.
It's got to be something.
There's
behind all
something
that.
big, yeah. I mean, I know Dustin Diamond did some really he made the sex tape, and he got pretty out there and made everyone feel pretty uncomfortable. But I know he sort of became a sleazebag on purpose. It seemed like he just didn't care anymore, so no one really wanted him back. But this seemed a little weird. Don't delete that absent good comment. Absent good. How am I a troll if I'm giving my opinion? I didn't disrespect you or anything. I just gave my opinion on the argument. Sorry to hurt your feelings. See, he's being nice.
Sorry you're in your feelings.
Sorry you're in your feelings.
Bro,
Absent good. I love you in your shades.
Absent good. You're digital, bro. I'm not in my
Lisa.
feelings.
It was Lisa.
You're digital. You're a code of ones and zeros, bro. You're probably not even a man.
No, he's absent good. You are
girl or something. You could be
absent
Asian
good. You're
in
good
China.
to me. Keep your opinions
coming. I don't know
coming.
where you at, bro. I don't know you from T. You could be anything behind that keyboard, bro. You ain't affecting me, bro. I just like ranting on people who talk trash. So you come at me to me an opinion. I'm the master. What do you say? I'm the master of bullshit. All right, for sure. So I gave you a little bit back. That's all. I'm sorry that you're in your feelings. I got $5 out of you though. So shout to you, Andy, man.
Yeah. Thanks for trolling him to give more donations. We made a good $34 on this stream. Woohoo! It's all any. Thank you for the support there. And look, I think it was fun. You and Jody got in a little tiff. That's always more fun than not.
I'll see you next week, bro. You better get the fives ready. Get the fives ready. You better come with tens. Come yellow, bro. Come yellow.
Come yellow. Anyways, it sounds like we agree on this. Poor Screech and Lisa
man,
don't get to come.
Something, bro. Something went down. That's what I want to know. What went down?
Yeah. They have the right to socialize, felt empowered that they have the right to socialize, but also that she would, so here it is. He showed her pictures. She was primarily there to talk about her bipolar diagnosis, but the titular host asked her how not being invited to return to the classic teen series. He showed her pictures of Saved by the Bell alums, Tiffany Thiessen, Elizabeth Berkley, Mario Lopez, and Mark Pargossler at reunion dinners, and asked her how she felt about seeing them and not being included in these dinners. She simply said she felt empowered and that they have the right to socialize, but also said she would like to be included. Her fellow castmate Dustin Diamond, who played Screech, also is absent from the reunions and not expected to appear in the series. It doesn't say why. I don't see why. I'm curious what happened to. Someone will have to go do some more due diligence here. But the commenters say she's mentally ill with multiple public incidents. She's never gotten along with the cast. and has had plastic surgery, which has made her look older than which people do her own age. So just people are speculating it's all of that. Thought she had some skin disease. That's what I thought. Didn't she have Lyme disease or something?
I heard something like that.
Anyway,
Dang, poor girl, man.
Dr. Oz
Shoot.
pulling all these photos of here's
look,
all your
I'm
old
a-
friends at dinner reunions. Do you feel sad you're not invited? Can you imagine? What a douche. Just to get her to like try and cry on a show for 3 minutes.
Yeah, I guess he wanted an emotional beat from her, a little bit, but
Ugh.
that's TV. I know what it's about, but he shouldn't have. I'm okay with it. I'm not okay with it because she has a mental health issue. That's the only difference. If it was, if she didn't have a mental health issue and he's trying to get her to cry and feel some type of way for ratings and for the, the Hollywood shtick, that's part of the game. But she got a fragile mind state, man. She could have freaking went off and tried to freaking attack Oz on show or something. She probably could have had a breakdown backstage. We don't know what she did that night. She went home and took her makeup off and looked in the mirror and laid in bed. We don't know what she did, man. She probably effed her up. That's why I don't mess with people who got, mental health issues. I joke a little bit to try to make them normal because they are normal, but you can't cross that line with them because you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, so I feel bad for her. She should be. I think they should. Come on, give her an episode. Like, what the hell? Why not? It's Saved by the Bell. They're all. You got to have them all, or who cares? Mario Lopez is producing it, so he must have got pissed her off. All right, well, let's wrap up. That was fun. We got one more from Django Fett. Thank you, Django Fett, for rounding out the show. Django Fett is a bad character. Imagine Django Fett as a mashup of Django Unchained and Boba Fett. I love how Jody gets donations. Anger, true dark side.
Tight. Thank you.
Django Fett. I like it. Django and Boba Fett. There you go. Thank you for that. Yeah.
Stand by this.
And sorry, the Streamlabs. Wow. I took up I got to figure out how to turn off the moderator. Sorry, Streamlabs was actually killing a lot of you, not Jody. So sorry, I didn't understand what was happening there. But thank you for all the support there. Thank you for guys for watching. Jody, thank you as always. Thank you for getting all angry there.
Bro.
That was a fun one.
It's all about passion, bro. It's all about getting in. I loved it. I love when it rises up and the heat gets up and you get out there and let it all out on the line.
We
bro.
care, man.
All day.
Don't get offended by Jody. He doesn't care at the end of the day.
Yeah,
it's all part of the show. I know what he's doing. Keep watching. And if you don't like Jody, he's only here once a week, so don't go away.
Yeah, you only got me on Tuesday. Once a week,
but if
bro,
you do like Jody,
like
Jody, go over to Jody's Corner, show some love over there. I'll be there tomorrow night.
Absent good. Come to my channel with that riffraff, bro. Watch what happens.
Come on, Absent good. He just challenged you. I'll be there. I'll look for you, and we'll talk about it. Come on.
Tomorrow.
Come on by tomorrow night. We'll be there doing Yin Yang again. I'm sure there'll be some awesome topics. Looking forward to it. Anything you want to say, Jody, before we wrap out?
A lot of your subscribers hate black people.
Wow. What a positive note to end on. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Did you notice I still keep you on?
Yeah.
Because
yeah,
I love you. I love all opinions. Everyone. The thing I keep getting accused of. Andy's such a fence sitter. Ugh, it's so annoying. You gotta have drastic opinions, and you gotta fall in line the whole way, or you're now a fence sitter. You can't ever think, oh my God, go away, Streamlabs, I turned you off. Anyway, that's the funny one to me. Hide you. How do I remove you? Lose you. Hide user. I don't want you there. Anyway, I'm going to get rid of this. Streamlabs, you're gone. You're gone. You're out. You're too extreme in your notes. You're not a good moderator. I don't want you anymore. Bye. But all right, there we go. Thank you for everybody watching. I got out of here. We're going out of here. Thank you, Jody. I'll see you tomorrow night. All TBD. Right, it's got to be a little, I'm seeing Pixar's Onward at 7. So we got to talk about either doing it early again or right when I get back, like at 10. So I'll text you. We'll figure it out. But anyway, watch Jody's Corner. Subscribe over there. Be sure to subscribe. Those of you who are watching right now, don't leave. Go smash that like button and leave a real comment. Get that engagement going on the stream. Boop, 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 boop. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Love you all. We'll be back with more content soon. Stay tuned for that Edward Furlong exclusive. And I got some real convention change my minds coming back. Some fire ones. I got a really funny one. This reaction of a mother-daughter. It got real weird. So stay tuned. Make sure to subscribe. You're not going to miss all that stuff. So thanks again. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye. Woo. All right.